Well, it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Yeah, Peter, I think it's true that another defeat could spell curtains, but as a glass-half-full person, hopes and dreams are still intact, and this can be the start of a revival that the doubters are not quite expecting. Their motivation can be taken from a wish to shove it back down their throats.
And that gets things running. Deftly done. Out to the left it goes. Trying to get there. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Fires from distance. Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. It's got through. Has a pop! It's broken loose. Gets good distance on it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gets it upfield, battles to win it back. Hernandez. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Giovanni Dos Santos. Now the counter, and help's available out wide. It's found its way to him. Giovanni Dos Santos. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Hernandez. Decent looking ball. A buccaneering run from the defender. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, real danger here. Time to deliver. In comes the cross. And the counter is on. And it's half-time here. So the other team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Reflections on the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back underway here. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Hernandez, and now they can launch a counter. Goes for goal!
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Well, that had to be more accurate. Dashing forward at pace. Tries a shot! In for the follow-up! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now a chance to break. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Going for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose! Drives it towards the front, cuts it out. Out to the right. It's a loose ball.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Hoists it forward.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's got it, and he's got time.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And the shot! Oh, it's in! And that might well be that! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish. Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0. Shapes to shoot! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Terrific contest, it really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. Well, they really needed that. Nothing decided yet, but they are in it going into the final group game. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it
Well, of course, victory in the opening fixture was absolutely ideal, and their path to the next round already looks navigable. By no means is there any guarantee of progress, but they have given themselves the best possible chance to go through. Past records state that a win on the opening day gives you an 85% chance or thereabouts of doing just that, so they have every reason for optimism. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So a sprint to make it through the group stage, and a really vibrant atmosphere to match.
Yeah, 2 wins from 3 usually does the trick. Confidence is up, form looks good, and in a wonderfully expectant atmosphere, as you say. If they go about this with similar conviction, then all should be well come the final whistle.
So it's down to business here. Lobs it in gently. Fence has got rid of that. Quick glance at goal. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Great reaction. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Up to meet it! Gets good distance on it. Abidal. Clichy. Kubic, and the shot! He reserves to shoot, and he duly delivered.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Tries to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Plays it out to the flank. It's got through to him. Chance! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Clichy hoists it forward. It's a brilliant interception. Perez. Well, that's where he wants it. Well positioned to make that interception. Caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Tries to dink it in. Now can Fuller! Diarra. And it's played forward. And it's hoisted clear. Tulelo. Ribery. Chance to... He's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Alvaro Pereira. Forward it goes. And the first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Cavani! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Perez battles to win it back. Ribery. Alvaro Pereira.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier. Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen.
Ribery! That is absolutely glorious! About as smooth as it gets. And surely that settles it. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Chipped through. He's made sure that that won't get through. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Has a pop! And it's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. It's become a case of men against boys. Just brushed off the ball there. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Abidal. Tulelo. Valbuena. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Godin. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Perez. Gourcuff. That's a decent ball. Gignac. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Keeper sends it forward. And the referee brings it to a close. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. So another win, that's 2 from 2, and it is looking good. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
Well, it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Yeah, Peter, I think it's true that another defeat could spell curtains, but as a glass-half-full person, hopes and dreams are still intact, and this can be the start of a revival that the doubters are not quite expecting. Their motivation can be taken from a wish to shove it back down their throats.
So we're up and running. Hoists it forward. Samaris. He's gone for goal!
Oh, and things were shaping up very nicely there after the little drop of the shoulder.
It's come through. Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
And the defence was completely beaten then. Exploiting that space in behind has proven very effective for them in this game. It's good stuff.
Salpingidis finds himself eased off the ball. Has a hit! And the ball's come out! Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Torresidis. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Chip through. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. A real chance to break. Big chance! Has a pop! This could fall anywhere. Forward it goes. Torresidis. He's got away. Looks to dink one in. And he's there to cut it out.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
He's left, shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, this is alarming because of the ease in which they're getting in behind.
Chance to shoot, and the finish! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And the half-time whistle goes. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're already into the second period. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Defending of the desperate variety. Tries a shot! Oh, wow! An absolute pile driver! He's got himself a peach of a goal!
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Gets good distance on it. Now, can he capitalise? Tries to get it forward quickly. Salpingidis. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to...
He's gone for it! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Oh, that always looked the likely outcome.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it. Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Just brushed off the ball there. Looking to break out here. Let's put a stop to that. Ninis gets it back. Gets on the end of it. And the shot! And the follow-up! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
I doubt he'll score too many which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold on to it.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. For Pastathopoulos. Plays it out to the flank. Brings it to a close. Great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. They really needed that. Nothing decided yet, but they are in it going into the final group game. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
Well, it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of turning fortunes round and lifting spirits and just creating much more optimism. And they can still emerge from this group. Their hopes and dreams are very much alive from the way I see it.
So That's got things underway. And he's going long. Striding forward, and the shot! What a wonderful goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Tevez breaks on here. There's a long ball. And the defence can get it clear. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Here's... in he flies! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Ah, strikers love a diving header, and he timed that to perfection.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
And that's been won straight back. And it's played forward. He gets past his man. Played great leap! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Over to the left. And it's been taken straight back. Aguero.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Tevez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And so we're off again. Ki Sung-young plays it out to the wing. Messi. Di Maria. Messi. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Di Maria. Tevez. Aguero! He's got away with one there.
A chance that's created through very good grafting. Did well to get in the face of his opponent.
He's managed to get himself offside. To Michelis. Ki Sung-young. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Brings it forward. Tevez. He's found his man. He's in, surely. Oh, shooting chance! And in it goes! And they're back in front! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Gets his foot in there. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's picked him out. Higuain! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side.
Up to meet it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position, and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Well positioned to make that interception. A chance! There's the ball in.
Well, when the options aren't quite present.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and the result which is well-deserved. Well, they've done what they needed to here. They've bounced back from defeat on day one. It is a win that keeps them bang in contention. Maybe somewhat what we've witnessed, Jim.
Well, if ever there was a good tone setter for a football match, that was it. First minutes, first shot, first goal.
Well, it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Yeah, Peter, I think it's true that another defeat could spell curtains, but as a glass-half-full person, hopes and dreams are still intact, and this can be the start of a revival that the doubters are not quite expecting. Their motivation could be taken from a wish to shove it back down their throats.
So we're up and running.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Battles to win it back. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Well weighted. Has a pop! It is deadlocked. Cesar. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Has a hit! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Cesar. Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. The referee's awarded a free kick. Brings it forward. He's found his man. Gets it back. Tries a shot! And that certainly packs a punch. And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
The second half gets underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Now the counter.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. And it's been taken straight back. Corner. Towering header. Cleared without complication. Shooting chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
That's it! He will be livid with himself.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Cesar. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And now they can launch a counter. Has a shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
That had a lot resting on it, you know, Peter, and he's visibly cross with himself.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Cesar. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Plays it out to the wing, pumps it into the area. Got a corner here. Oh, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side.
Great leap! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat. Your final thoughts, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Well, it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of turning fortunes round and lifting spirits and just creating much more optimism. And they can still emerge from this group. Their hopes and dreams are very much alive from the way I see it.
There's the whistle. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's been taken straight back. Rooney. He's got through. He could be in here. He's had a shot! It's gone a long way up and away. Plays it over to the other flank. Gets it back. Well weighted. Forward it goes. Cuts it out. Played out to the right. Rooney goes for it! Hoists it forward. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Goalkeeper's ball. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Rooney! And for a moment, time stood still. Clears it out of harm's way. Barry! And that's been levered clear. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's Lampard!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Referee's had a look. And he's blown his whistle for half-time. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Well, the action has already resumed here. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Defoe. if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to...
Defoe!
Straight at the keeper.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's in! Hits one! And he's found the net! Smartly deceptive, what quality.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
And the counter is on, now then. He's gone for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra-sharp.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Keeper sends it forward. Ashley Cole.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pick.
Big chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Well, there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Battles to win it back. Almost there, and the players can feel it.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. He's through. He's left his mark. Hits one! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. But that was enough. Well, they really needed that. Nothing decided yet, but they are in it going into the final group game.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
it is only the second game in the group phase, but already this is crunch time for some, certainly those who have suffered defeat in their opening game. The prospect of an early exit already hangs above their heads. The players and managers have to put a brave face on it in the pre-match press conference, but that is not going to change the overwhelming truth here, and that is that they really must seek to avoid defeat. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Well, some in the media have dubbed this already a desperation derby.
Well, it doesn't have to be doom and gloom simply because you've lost one game. That can be rescued quite quickly here, with a great chance of turning fortunes round and lifting spirits and just creating much more optimism. And they can still emerge from this group. Their hopes and dreams are very much alive from the way I see it.
So we're up and running. Cahill lobs it in gently, receives it from behind, gets good distance on it. Tries to get it forward quickly. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Plays it out to the wing, and help's available out wide. Ah, he's given it away.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
The accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
It's come loose.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Boateng. Forward it goes. Deftly done. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. And the weighted pass. And they've been caught out here. And that's been levered clear. Jedinak. Good challenge, stood up well against his man. How about that's a hit! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're already into the second period.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little...
And the shot! Yes, it's there! The second half sparks straight into life.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Montari just brushed off the ball there. Dashing forward at pace. Hoists it forward. Could move up a gear here. Boateng. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Oh, they could break here.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And now the breakaway. He's through. Montari!
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Chance! And the ball's come out!
I think it's time for them to...
And that's it. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. Well, they've done what they needed to here. They've bounced back from defeat on day one. It is a win that keeps them bang in contention.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
So it wasn't a brilliant start to the competition, but there is certainly no cause to panic just yet. A place in the next stage is well within reach if, and it is a fairly big if, they can take all 3 points here to add to the solitary point they already have in the bag. There are, of course, so many permutations, combinations that the various potential outcomes of this game could lead to, but there is never any space for debate as to what the team should be going for. They know what they've got to do. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Truly a crunch game, a time for both sides to deliver.
Well, having drawn their opening game, Peter, I think there's a little more pressure to win this one rather than leave it to the final match and endure a more nail-biting encounter. That should be reflected with a purpose and an urgency from them. So I think we might get something lively.
So we're up and running.
There's a long ball.
And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. Vidic gets it upfield. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Mesut Ozil. That's a good ball to find him. He's gone for it.
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. He's left his man.
Lovely bit of skill there.
Forward it goes. Defenders on the back foot. Podolski. It's found its way to him. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. Now the counter. Played out to the right. Going through. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Looks to clip it forward. Ah! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Loose ball, who's going to get there? Could move up a gear here. Hoists it forward. And he's cut it out. Goes for goal! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on?
Closer! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Toni Kroos, Podolski, Dejan Stankovic, looking to break out here, plays it out to the flank, and out to safety, and the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And the second half gets underway. Decent looking ball. Gets away, shapes to shoot! And the follow-up! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Towering header! More! And they are cruising away. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Well, that's where he wants it. Kuzmanovic tries to get it forward quickly. Schweinsteiger. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and the fact that he's registered, Peter, simply encourages more attention of a closer nature.
So can they do it again? Up for a header! And it's played forward.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Podolski. Kuzmanovic. And the counter is on. Gets it back. Jerome Boateng. Mesut Ozil. Looking to get with... Has a goal! It goes! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
It's going to be a double change then. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Plays it over to the other flank, cuts it out. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Vidic. Chance! And once more they come. Schweinsteiger! Bukovina. Referee's given a throw. Mesut Ozil. Knocks it away. It'll be a throw-in. Gets it into the middle. Oh, smart save. Well, they could break here. And that will be the final act. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. 1-1, drawn 1, 4 points from 6, and looking good. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.